Nobody likes picking sides. It's often a tough and uncomfortable decision, but in some cases it's obvious. Like when there's a murder or a terror attack, the assumption is you side with the victim. But turns out that's not always the case. Last week, the CEO of UnitedHealthcare was shot dead in New York. His name was Thompson. He led one of the biggest insurance firms in America. His killer is a 26-year-old man, Luigi Mangione. The cops couldn't arrest him from the crime scene. All they had was a CCTV photo, so naturally they released the picture online. The hope was that someone would see him and tip them off. But guess what happened? Some internet users found the assassin cute. They began thirsting over his smile. If you think that's weird, buckle in. Luigi was finally arrested on Monday from a McDonald's in Pennsylvania. Someone spotted him there and alerted the cops. Again, guess what happened next? Internet users began dropping negative reviews for that McDonald's. They called the staff rats and snitches. Why? Because they tipped off the police. And it doesn't end here. The bullet casings used by Luigi were engraved. They said, deny, defund, and depose. Those words are linked to a book published in 2010, a book that criticized the health insurance industry. Once again, guess what happened next? People are selling merchandise with those very words. You can find it on Amazon. T-shirts that say, deny, defund, and depose. Mugs, hats, pint glasses. All of them with the same wording. On social media, sympathy is pouring in for the shooter. He's become a sort of a hero, a man who stood up to the insurance industry. Meanwhile, the CEO is getting the stick, the man who's dead. Some users say he got what he deserved. What explains these topsy-turvy emotions? Well, first of all, let me say this. You must never condone violence. Killing someone is never the answer to any problem. This CEO had a wife and two sons, a 16-year-old and a 19-year-old. They had nothing to do with the insurance issues or the health care reforms. All they know is that their father is dead. And that's not something to celebrate. Having said that, it does raise some questions. A recent survey looked at healthcare in 10 high-income nations. The United States came in dead last. Around 53% Americans do not like their healthcare system, and with good reason. Most insurers use a vetting process. They call it prior authorization. Say you're getting a medical procedure or you've been prescribed a medicine, the insurers won't automatically cover it. They will first check whether the service or drug is necessary. Only then will they pay for it. And insurers are misusing this tactic. Prior authorizations were used 46 million times in 2022. That's up from 37 million times in 2019. And this is not for the general population. This is for people aged 65 and above, and also specially abled people. Even after this vetting, approval is not guaranteed. UnitedHealthcare, for example, denied almost 9% of the requests. And don't forget the delays. All of this vetting consumes valuable time. 94% doctors said that this process delayed care. 78% said it led to patients abandoning treatment. And 25% said it led to adverse events in patients. If you go online, you can find many such stories. Doctors prescribing medicines or procedures only for insurers to deny it. So there is genuine anger against insurance firms. They have been taking Americans for a ride. Around 18% Americans have taken loans for medical treatment. Their collective debt is $220 billion. This is not unique to America. These problems exist elsewhere as well, including in India. But frankly, it is unacceptable for a country like the US, a country that spends almost $900 billion on its military. So questions are going to be asked, not just of insurance companies and their CEOs, but also politicians. A handful of companies dominate American healthcare. They protect their interests by lobbying politicians. Reports say there are some 3,000 health lobbyists in the United States. They spent a total of $700 million last year. That money is keeping reforms at bay. So America's insurance problems go far beyond one company or one CEO. It stems from a broken system. Outraging on the internet will not fix it. Neither will celebrating the killing of a man.